Let us continue with the concept of constructors in Java. In this video, I have explained the types of constructors which are available in Java. There are two types of constructors in Java: non-parameterized constructor and a parameterized constructor. Let us study these one by one. A non-parameterized constructor is the one which doesn't have any parameters in its signature part. A related example is given on the screen. Look at this example. A class is taken, class ABC, with one instance variable double type T. Then we have a constructor without parameters. Please notice that this instance variable T is being assigned a fixed value of 10.5, which means that if we have two different objects of class ABC, the instance variables associated with those two objects will have a fixed value of 10.5 at the time of object creation. Let us see what is a parameterized constructor. As the name suggests, that this constructor has one or more parameters in the function signature part. Let us see how it is defined and how is it used with the help of an example. Now this is example number 1. Here we see that a class ABC is being defined, having one instance variable T and a constructor having a parameter double type H. Now this value H will be transferred to the instance variable T. Please remember that the value is always assigned from right to left using an equal to operator. Now in this case, for two different objects, we can pass two different values of T. Now let us see example number 2. In this we have two instance variables, double type T and string type name. But only one parameter is being passed to this constructor, although we have two instance variables. So we can see that there is no need to pass values for each instance variable. Some of the instance variables can be given a fixed value also. So a question arises that what is the need of having a parameterized constructor? So the reason is a parameterized constructor has the advantage of passing different values for its instance variables when the objects are created and the constructor is invoked through those different objects. See this example. We have a class info having two instance variables, integer type role and string type name. Here the constructor is receiving two values and it is assigning those two values to the instance variables. Then we have a function show, showing off the values of the calling object. Then comes main function. In main function, we are creating two objects, object 1 and object 2. So when object 1 is created, the parameterized constructor is invoked through two values such as 10 and Kavya. The first value gets stored in the first variable R and the second value Kavya gets stored in the second variable string type N in the constructor. Then comes object 2. Similarly, when the object is created, then two different values are passed to the constructor for this second object. So R, integer type R gets the value 20 and string type N gets the value Yashashvi. Which means that at the time of object creation, the two objects will have two different set of values, as shown on the right hand side of the screen. And when object1.show is executed, then show function will display the values of the instance variables associated with the calling object obj1. Similarly, when show function is called through object2, then the instance variables associated with this object will be shown. Hence, notice the output. To understand a concept in a better manner, it's always advisable to go through an assignment. So, an assignment is coming up. First you solve it, and then after that play the video to get the solution. And when you read the question, please pause it and give yourself some time to attempt that on your own. We have a class EMP having a constructor, a parameterized constructor with double type S as its parameter, then one instance variable basic sal, and then two more functions, increment and show. In the main function, you are required to create two objects of the class EMP and then pass the value of salary for two different employees. Also define increment and show functions to carry out the above mentioned task for both the objects. Now pause the video. I hope that you have spent some time in defining the functions and writing the program on your own. So here is the solution. As mentioned in the question, we have one instance variable double type basic sal to store the basic salary of the employee. Then we have one parameterized constructor which gets the value in S and stores it in basic sal for the calling object. Thereafter, we have increment function to increment the basic salary by 1000 rupees, and then show function to display the updated basic salary. Now comes the main function. Just see the object creation of object 1 and object 2. And as these two objects are being created, 5200 and 5600 are being passed to the constructor for these two objects individually. Which means that the instance variable basic sal associated with obj1 will have the starting value as 5200 and instance variable basic sal associated with obj2 will have the initial value as 5600. So, when increment function is called through object 1, then 5200 plus 1000 will be done, and when obj2 dot increment function statement will be executed, then 5600 plus 1000 will be done. That means we can handle different values for different objects through a parameterized constructor. So when obj1.show is executed, then basic sal associated with obj1 will be displayed, displaying 5300 rupees. and when obj2.show is executed, then instance variable basic cell associated with obj2 will be displayed in show function, hence displaying 5700 rupees. The output that will be displayed on the screen is given here. So, the conclusion is that through parameterized constructor, different values can be set in the same instance variable associated with different objects. I hope that this video proves to be fruitful in understanding the topic. This topic will be continued in the next video. Take care, keep practicing.